Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we're back for Clone Wars Season 2, Episode 4. That's right, Episode 4. We're continuing the chronological order, so it's jumping us around all over the place this season. We started off doing Season 2, Episode 1 through 3, and then 17, 18, 19, and now we're going on from 4. I didn't look ahead, so I don't know when. I think we do skip again, maybe. Um, but anyway, yeah, so that's what we're doing. Last episode I watched was the Zillo Beast Strikes Back. Unfortunately, the beast has died. It was a cool creature, but they talked about cloning it. Now, I don't know what happens, I don't remember fully what happens in this world when you clone something rather than it just being, naturally born. Maybe it makes it so it can't, they can't do natural birth anymore, and things like that, so they kind of did kill off the species. It's just, I'm sure they're only cloning it to try to get a handle on its armor and everything, right? So, not good stuff in the future of the Zillo Beast lineage. But yeah, unfortunate things aside, I am looking forward to getting into this. We're jumping around, so I have no idea what this one's going to be about. We'll see. So we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. A true heart should never be doubted. Oh. Rush Clovis. Well. I didn't realize they were married already. Did I know that? Maybe I should have known that, but I probably should have known that. Nice. No. And they all lived happily ever after. Oh boy. Can you make your wife do this? They don't know though, right? It's supposed to be a secret. Angry Padme is angry. She's already angry with him, and now he has to, like, try to convince her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This should go over well. Damn. Well, you could prove his innocence, though, right? That was a cool panning shot. I like that. Oh, they didn't tell her that. So she didn't know she'd be proving his innocence, or... Alright, so she's gonna do it. Mm. This episode should be titled Relationship Drama. Did Anakin plan this? Because this is what he told Yoda he would do, right? But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like he actually didn't want it to happen, but he accidentally went along with the Jedi Council's plan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I'm sure he'll do nothing wrong. Oh, maybe not. I thought I knew the voice of Rush Clovis. Hmm. Of course you are. Alright. He just broke it, didn't he? He's gonna, yep. Of course. Jeez. That worked out well. Oh, is this the same guy? Okay. I don't think it is. I think it's just same race. I think I wrote down the name. I don't think Senator Dodd is the name of the guy that I was thinking of. I don't trust any. Maybe that's racist of me, but I don't trust any of their race after the one that we met, or several of them that we met. I feel like are taters. No. So I guess it is true. Newt Gunray, I think, is the name I was thinking of for the other guy. No. All right. Uh-oh. Is Anakin listening, maybe? Oh, okay. No, he was not. Or will she? Hmm. Of course she's gonna get poisoned, isn't she? And then it's gonna be a fight for the cure, yep. Oh boy. My compliments to the droid, nice. Man, how does that dress stay out? I just noticed when we had that side shot of her that it just has no back part or anything, so it's like just a front panel. Ugh. Damn climate change. Global warming. Oh, well. Oh no! Her name. Of course it is. No. Why'd your hand behind your back? Tricky. Nice. Oh no. Yep. Well. Anakin is gonna... Oh, okay. So he knows the poison. Well, I don't know that he's gonna fight to get the cure for her. I'm a Jedi. Mmm. He is suckered. I don't know that I mean, I guess maybe I do believe him. Oh. Alright. Just like that? Is he gonna go to and try to get it back, maybe? Oh. Well, rip. I hope that's the right antidote. I imagine it is. Maybe. He handed that over very quickly. But I guess he, in Dodd's eyes, like, that's who Rush cares about the most. And you don't want to test someone on what they care about the most, right? He might really kill him. Nope. Alright. I think we're gonna get more. Either the next episode's gonna go more into that, or it'll come back at some point, right? So, we'll see. That is it. Oh man, I broke all my... Okay, there it goes. That's it for episode 4. Nice. Awesome. That was a fun one. I'm not big into relationship drama, so the whole, but at the same time, to be my own devil's advocate, or maybe that's not even the right term, to basically counter my own point, we don't get to see them be a couple very often, right? So actually seeing that was kind of nice, even though it did end up being a fight, right? Any bit of their relationship is cool to see because there's just not a lot of it to be shown because they need to keep it secret a lot of the times. And honestly, after this episode, I'm kind of glad we don't get to see too much of their relationship, but I mean, I get both sides. Anakin has a responsibility, there's a war going on, but I also understand that Padme wanted just one night to spend with him and he couldn't separate himself from work. But, I mean, it's also not like... They could be like, oh, what are you doing? Why can't you report in? It's not like he can be like, oh, I'm spending time with my wife, I need a night off for that. So then he has to lie, and would they sense it? And it gets all messy, right? So, I mean, maybe they start questioning things. Maybe they find out they got married, and then there's even more issues. And and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. It's I feel like part of me feels like she should have some understanding of like the nature of their secret relationship, and it's not always easy for him to get away, right? Like, and the severity of his job with a war going on and everything, um but at the same time I can understand why she's a bit upset, right? But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's one of those relationship things where you're like, I don't want to deal with this right now, you know? So at first I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but by the end of the episode I think it was a good episode. I like the idea of this traitor in the Senate needing to use Padme, who has a former relationship with him, to get in closer, and she succeeded her mission, and they got the antidote and the disc, and got away. The only bad thing is now they might have solidified Rush even more into uh the Separatist hands, maybe, right? He may owe them even more now or something, or maybe he didn't really owe them before, but maybe he now owes them and is now in debt and has to work for them, and that kind of relationship can be not good as well. So but I'm wondering if Anakin, I don't think he did, but do you guys think he planned on the way that he spoke to Padme in order to get her to do what the Jedi Council wanted? He said the things he said to, like, lead her into that? Because maybe if he straight up asked her, he knew she'd say no, but by him saying, no, I'm gonna do this because I need to protect you, and she's like, oh, I don't want you protecting me, I'm gonna do it, you know? Like, did he use leading statements in order to manipulate her into saying she's gonna do it? Or did he truly not want her to do it and said those things to try to, you know, make it so he'd be the one to go in? I don't know. It To me, I can see a world where he did lead her that way, but since there was never any, like, smirk from him after the fact, like, after she said she'd do it, there was no, like, smirk or anything, which I feel like most shows would do something like that to tell the audience, like, okay, yeah, he planned for this. I think he genuinely didn't want to put her in harm's way and didn't want her. He actually did disagree with the Jedi Council and didn't want her going on this mission at all. So that's what I'm leaning towards, but curious what you guys thought there, because I think there is a pretty good argument that he did do that on purpose and like led the conversation in a way that would make her want to go in and do this. So, but yeah. Other than that, it was kind of like we don't have a resolution for Rush and Dodd and all that going on, but we had resolution in the sense that she seems to be cured of the poison. I mean, unless we go into the next episode and it's like, oh no, I'm still poisoned or something, but we'll see. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I didn't talk very much, but I feel like there's not much else to really, like, discuss. I definitely got the Senator Dodd confused with Newt Gunray that we had before, but it's just because they're part of the same race. So when I first saw him, I was like, is that the guy? And then they said Dodd, and I was like, wait, no, I don't know that name. But yeah, this episode, like I already said, kind of was very cliched with its like, oh, they're secretly married, so people don't realize it, so people just think he's single, so the Jedi Council's like, oh, can you get close to him again? And she's like, I'll do whatever it takes, and, you know, and we have that cliche where her husband's right there, but no one realizes it, so he's getting all salty standing there and everything through this whole situation, and it's definitely like I've seen in a lot of shows, definitely a cliched trope, but it made for some laughs, but also some of that, like I said, relationship stuff that isn't super interesting. But yeah, I hate to end it early, but I just don't have much more to say in this regard. Is Senator Dodd one of the ones we've seen in in the movies, because we saw several of that race in the movies, right? They were on some of the. I almost want to say Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan when they were like in one of the like infiltrating one of the ships. Uh, we had like a couple of that race. Could that have been like Senator Dodd and Newt Gunray or something? I think there was a couple of them. I'm not sure, but my memory is just too poor. Plus, they're kind of hard characters to recognize with them being aliens, and I didn't see them enough to be able to like find ways to tell them apart, right? So, but anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes right now. You can do so on there. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.